And for fire evacuation, I hope you remember one of the question in your competition. How frequently fire evacuation drills are should happen, So the minimum standard requirement is at least once in a year, but several companies have monthly, they have quarterly, biannual. That means practice makes them imperfect. The more validation of your system, which is well practiced, the more better confidence you can have on your system. In case of emergency or in case of fire emergency, everyone knows what to do, including your firefighting team, fire wardens, fire marshals, your fire safety committee, your emergency response team, even an ordinary general employee. They are also familiar where are the muster points and how they have to reach up to the muster point and in which direction actually. Let's discuss, make sure first of all the means of escape are there, the clearly signed, better pictorial rather than the words, because there shouldn't be any language barrier, No excuses to anyone that he couldn't understand. And make sure it is also having some sort of light. So if, because in fire incidents, normally the electricity is almost over. So only the battery system attached with all the escape routes only can give us the right direction. So make sure it's having emergency lighting as well. And there shouldn't be any obstruction. Travel distance, it depends on the number of people occupying a room, and travel distance to nearest available, and make sure the final exit is also there to a place of total safety. And you can also have a story exit or separate fire compartment containing fire exit, like and fire risk. Number of alternative escape routes must also be available. And that is why we have a fire evacuation map, And normally people again ignore it. They don't put some time and see how many fire extinguishers are there, fire exit doors, where they are located, and how many muster points are there. And most importantly, where we have first aid boxes and even some of the restricted areas or kind of danger zones where we have to avoid, especially in case of emergencies. Same way, the stairs, make sure their fire resistant protection is there and adequate width, sufficient adequate width, unobstructed and no storage of material or equipment. Quite common thing, And doors are easy to operate and should open from inside out. I repeat again, the fire doors should open from inside out, like I'm going towards door and should open up front rather than, coming back to inside. It should open inside out. Even if it is a automatic, still should be operatable, When electricity is gone over, still manually, the the automatic doors should also be operatable. And make sure they are not locked from the outside, especially even from inside, open in direction of travel, like we discussed. Emergency lighting at night or where there is no natural light to indicate escape routes. Make sure you have call points and firefighting equipment, regular maintenance, routine inspection testing. I'm sure Sadara, again leading by example, mashallah, you can go back. That is why I'm telling you had much better system than any sort of theories in the world. So just go back and re-study and re-understand your Sadara system, and things would be more clear and easy to understand. And 100% marks shouldn't be a problem, inshallah, if you focus on your system also. And yes, in line with the negotiation requirements, you have to answer. That means the sufficient bonanza of material is there from our side, even within Sadara. So just collect and make sure you are putting only diamond words in your risk assessment project, even in response to any question in IG1, like scenario based. Exit directional sign, look at the standard shape, color, pictorial, and easy to interpret, clearly visible. Assembly point, fire assembly point, must be safe distance from the building, safe location should be there, and further escape should also be possible. Must not impede firefighters, and clearly signed refuges for disabled workers as well. So use your tutor direction, take a tour of an area of your building. So you take that tour within Sadara and see, mashallah, how exemplary fire prevention and fire protection and fire fighting system you have, mashallah, within Sadara. Just keep, have some more deep learning, and then you will be definitely proud of your system, related to fire safety, inshallah. Now, emergency evacuation procedure, make sure, you emphasis on personal safety, like sound the alarm, get out of the building, stay out of the building. More complex procedures are needed for some workplaces like hospitals. So again, Sadara would have detailed emergency evacuation procedure, well tested, validated, and having some evacuation drills for sure, I don't know, either monthly or quarterly or biannual or annually. That is entirely depends on your procedure, internal procedures. Fire marshals, typical duties. They are responsible to make sure, check all areas that everyone is evacuated, assist disabled or infirm workers, and make sure, fire escape routes are kept clear. Ensure windows and doors are closed and conduct roll call at assembly point. Roll call, everyone should be there. And here, one of the typical point is the moment you get inside, make sure you have your attendance. Your attendance is marked. Either you have thumb impression or uh, eye signals, whatever type of attendance system you have, make sure your attendance is there. And the moment you leave your office or your building, make sure you put out time as well. Otherwise, the system will not understand. In case of emergency, God forbid, you went outside, but you didn't mark your time, or even nobody knows that you get out of the building. But system says you are still inside. So in case of emergency, everyone will be searching you. So make that is why sometime over documentation, or the documentation, even the small evidences have a lot of legal importance. So I hope it will help you to understand why all those records we are managing. Now, provision of the infirm and disabled, staff with disabilities may need personal evacuation plans. Make sure you assist them with travel downstairs and alert those with hearing impairment, and also may need to consider temporary disabilities and use of crutches, and consider also evacuation of younger adults. Building plans and emergency escape. Fire plan should include what, who is likely to be in the premises, action to be taken on discovering fire, escape routes, firefighting equipment, action to be taken after evacuation, and of course, the plan of training as well. And what training and information, all employees, contractors, and visitors have to be trained for fire safety procedures. And who use portable extinguisher, we have to train them. Fire marshals assist disabled and infirm people, like emergency responder, even members of the fire team. Fire drills, usually once or twice a year, allows staff to practice procedures, and also allows for testing of those procedures. Records kept. Okay, so that was all about 10.4 also. So summary, we have discussed principles of fire initiation and, classes of fire, and the methods how fire spread, the common causes of workplace fires. We also discussed, how we're going to prevent and what kind of control measures is going to be there, especially the potential fuel sources and potential ignition sources. We also discussed and structured the outline measures, how to contain fire and smoke in the event of fire starting, and use of self-closing doors as well. We also discussed the principles of fire detection and alarm systems, and most importantly, commonly used fire extinguishers such as water, carbon dioxide, foam, dry powder, and wet chemical, and also the principles of safe means of access, basic requirements of evacuation procedures, and the role of fire marshals, training and information, how much it is important, and capabilities of employees, especially in fire drills and special procedures for the infirm and disabled. And also we discussed the inclusion of escape routes in the building plans. So thank you very much, guys, for your great energy, for your great focus, and the way you are showing your interest into this training, mashallah. Thank you very much for everything. So tomorrow I'll catch you back with the last element, that is electricity, and we'll discuss, inshallah, little bit in depth, and especially with some practical scenarios also. And the last day of the training would only be exam preparation, how to be well get prepared for IG1 and IG2. Thank you very much. Catch you back on tomorrow, inshallah.
Thank you very much.
So
Thank
nice.
you very much.
Thank you very much. So nice.